Teacher Talking Sports, what it does, what it do, how we live in the NFL playoffs begin tomorrow. 14 teams in the running to win this season's Super Bowl. Unfortunately for the 18 other teams, they can just sit back and watch the playoffs. So for these 18 teams that did not make the postseason, I'm going to attempt to name the best free agent on each of those 18 teams. Will they remain with their team? Will they go to a new team? Let's get into it. I'll name the teams in alphabetical order. Starting with the Arizona Cardinals cornerback Byron Murphy. Murphy has started all of his 25 games the past two seasons. Did not intercept a pass in his 9 starts this past season, but in 2021 started 16 games, intercepting 4 passes while also returning 1 for a touchdown. The Atlanta Falcons offensive tackle Kaleb McGary. McGary did not get his 5th-year option picked up after he was drafted 31st overall in 2019, but he's coming off his best season, starting all 17 games in an impressive 86.6 Pro Football Focus grade. Carolina Panthers running back Foreman. Foreman is definitely coming off his best season, was very productive after the team traded Christian McCaffrey. This season he had 914 rushing yards and 5 rushing touchdowns on 4.5 yards an attempt. Chicago Bears running back David Montgomery. Montgomery went over the century mark in 2020. For the 4th straight year this past season, he ran for at least 800 yards. In his career, 4 seasons, 3,609 yards, 26 rushing touchdowns, adding another 4 receiving touchdowns. Cleveland Browns, I thought about Kareem Hunt. I thought about Jadeveon Clowney. Instead, I went quarterback Jacoby Brissett, who performed very well in the absence of Deshaun Watson while he was suspended. In 11 starts on the season, complete 64% of his passes, 2,608 yards, 12 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, a QBR near 60. Could be a bridge quarterback to start next season. Denver Broncos defensive end Draymond Jones. Jones has played all 4 seasons with the Broncos, started all 13 games this past season, tied his career high with 6.5 sacks. Detroit Lions running back Jamal Williams, easily a career year. In his 6th season, Williams rushed for over 1,000 yards for the first time in his career and led the NFL with 17 rushing touchdowns. Green Bay Packers wide receiver Allen Lazard. Lazard had more of a role with Devontae Adams traded. What was his 5th season this past year, finished with career highs of 60 catches for 788 yards. His 6 touchdowns are second highest, only behind his 8 in 2021. Houston Texans, he may be most known for being engaged to gymnast Simone Biles, but safety Jonathan Owens performed very well this past season, starting all 17 games with the Texans. Finished with 125 total tackles on a Texans defense that really wasn't that bad. Much better than their record suggests. Indianapolis Colts defensive end Yannick Ngakoue. Ngakoue has become a pass rush specialist in his career. 65 sacks over 7 seasons, had 9.5 this past season, 10 in 2021, a career high 12 in 2017. The Las Vegas Raiders, his 5th-year option was also not picked up, that being Josh Jacobs, the 24th overall pick in 2019. Career year for Jacobs, who led the NFL with 1,653 rushing yards, also had 12 rushing touchdowns and 53 receptions. Los Angeles Rams, Taylor Rapp started all 17 games for the Super Bowl champion Rams in 2021. Started all 16 games he played in this season, intercepting 2 passes. He intercepted 4 in the previous season. New England Patriots Jacoby Meyers. Unfortunately, what's most going to be remembered for him this past season is that lateral to Mac Jones that was picked off or fumble recovery by Chandler Jones for a touchdown. But Meyers finished the season with 67 catches for 804 yards and 6 touchdowns. The previous season, 83 catches for 866 yards. New Orleans Saints defensive end Marcus Davenport Davenport had a disappointing 2022 with just half a sack, but in 2021, he did have 9 sacks. Davenport was the 14th overall pick in the 2018 draft. New York Jets, Sheldon Rankings, 12th overall pick in 2016. Probably had his best season this year, starting all 15 games he played in for the Jets. Jets had one of the best defenses. Rankings was a major part of it, finishing with career-high 43 tackles and also had 3 sacks. Pittsburgh Steelers, cornerback Cameron Sutton. Sutton started all 15 of his 16 games after starting all 16 last season. This past season, he had 3 interceptions, 15 passes defended, and also had 43 tackles. Should be one of the better cornerbacks on the market. Tennessee Titans guard Nate Davis. Nate Davis started all 12 of his games this past season, allowing just 3 sacks on the year. Has started 54 of his 55 career games with Tennessee over 4 seasons. And last, we got Washington Commanders defensive tackle Daron Payne. Payne started all 17 games this past season, easily finishing with a career-high 11.5 sacks. Impressive for the defensive tackle position. Also finished with career highs of 64 tackles and 20 quarterback hits. So there you have it, the best free agent on each of the 18 teams that did not reach the playoffs. Which of these guys do you see remaining with their team? Which do you expect to get big deals in the offseason? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.